online accountancy classes. Yesterday we discussed with the what are the meaning of the partnership and what are the features of the partnership business and what is the importance of the partnership deed and what kind of accounts we are going to prepare for the partnership. Today we will start with how to distribute the profits and losses among the partners from the business angle and also how that will be transferred to the partners capital. The first one is how we have to prepare from the business angle profit and loss appropriation account. This account we will prepare on the basis of nominal account principle. What is a nominal account principle? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So, we will debit all the expenses related towards whichever we are going to pay towards the partners from the business, and we will credit all the incomes which we get from the partners. Previous to this profit and loss appropriation account, we have to, as usual, we have to prepare profit and loss account, and from the profit and loss account whatever the net profit we get, that will be transferred here by net profit and profit and loss account. We are entering that in the credit side because this is income for the business, and whatever the expenses we have to pay only to the partners, that will be entered in the profit and loss appropriation account. The first item is we will debit because we have to debit the salaries whichever we are paying to the partners. Sometimes the partners, though they invest the capital, they will also work for the business. For this purpose they want to take salaries from the business, and if the deed provides for the salary to the partners, then we have to pay the salaries to the partners. So, whatever the salary we are paying to each partner, that will be entered in the debit side, like two salaries, to maybe we will enter two partners A, B, C, how many partners we are having, to whomsoever we are paying the amount, we will enter that. Suppose we are paying 5,000 to A, then we will enter A 5,000 in the inner column, B 5,000 in the inner column, then the total we will write in the outer column as two salaries to partners. And the next item is to commission to partners, and for the sales whichever they are making, sometimes the partner may want to take commission from the business. So, maybe at the rate of 5% commission or at the rate of 2% commission, whatever it may be, they want to take, that will be entered in the partnership deed, and that has to be given a debit account in the profit and loss appropriation account. Why? Because that is expense for the business, though we are paying towards the partners, it is also expense for the business. So, to commission to the partners, in the inner column we will write A maybe 10,000 rupees, B 15,000 rupees, like that whatever we are going to pay to the partners, that we enter in the debit side to commission to partners, and the total we will write in the outer column. And the next item, to interest on partners capital. See, this is a special feature in the partnership account. As the partners are contributing certain amount to the business as a capital, this capital they want to take interest for this capital. Why? Because if I invest this money in the bank, I may get certain interest from the bank. In the same way, you also pay, like that they may ask the business. So, they take certain interest, and if the deed also provides for this payment of interest, then we will give an entry, debit entry, that to interest on partners capital account. We will calculate interest, maybe suppose we will take partner A has contributed 1 lakh as his capital and B has contributed 2 lakh as his capital, and both of them want to take 10% as interest on capital. Then we will pay partner A 10,000 rupees, 1 lakh into 10%, and partner B 2 lakh into 10%, 20,000. So, 10,000 plus 20,000, the total of 30,000 we will write in the outer column. Because this is expense for the partner, for the business, though we are paying to the partners, it is expense for the partners. So, debit all expenses and losses, we are entering that as to interest on partners capital. And the next item is to interest on loan. This we have already discussed in the deed. If any partner lent loan to the business, then for that if he wants to take interest for that more than 6%, and if deed also provides for the interest on loan, then we will pay certain percentage. Suppose we will take partner A has lent a loan of 2 lakh rupees and he wants to fetch a interest at the rate of 8%. So 2 lakh into 8%, we have to pay 16,000 rupees as interest to partner A. So interest on loan, below that you write to A, then 16,000 you will enter in the outer column, directly you will enter in the outer column. And after this, we will come to the credit side. What is the credit side of the profit and loss appropriation? Whatever the income the business is receiving from the partners by way of interest on drawings or by way of any interest for the loan whichever they have taken, and all those things we will enter in the credit side, because these are all income from the partners to the business. The first item, so we have brought down the profit from the profit and loss account as a income by profit and loss account. So we have entered the amount, and the next one by interest on drawings. So they may, what is drawings? Drawings is the amount which is taken by the partners from the business for their personal use. Suppose partner A has withdrawn for the whole year, last year partner A has withdrawn 1 lakh rupees from the business, and they want to provide, they want to take 5% interest from this drawings. So you will pay, how much you will take from the partner A? 1 lakh into 5%, he has to pay 5,000 rupees to the business. So interest on drawings, below that you write partner A, then 5,000 rupees. You will collect this 5,000 from the partner A, and suppose B has taken 2 lakh rupees, and what is the interest? Interest rate we have assumed that it is 5%. So you have to collect 10,000 rupees from partner B as interest on drawings. So put together 10,000 plus 5,000, you will enter 15,000 in the outer column. By interest on advances, what is advances? As like loans lent by the partners may take advance from the business. So for this advances, whatever they are taking from the business, they have to pay interest. Suppose partner A has taken 50,000 rupees as loan from the business. For this 50,000, the business charges 10% interest. Then he has to pay 5,000 rupees per annum to the business. So that is an income for the business. So credit all incomes and gains for the business, for the purpose of business. So for the business, it is the interest and advances from partner B, we are receiving 5,000. So we will enter that. Then we will total up everything, whichever total is higher. All that normally we will take, in this case our profits are more than profit, and all the interest on drawings and interest on advances, all the income is more than the expenditure. Then you write the total in the credit side first, then write the total in the same total in the debit side, and calculate this total, and the difference is the profits. This profit will be transferred to the partners in the profit sharing ratio. Suppose the profit sharing ratio is equal, and we get, and the total of the profit, all the total of the credit side, let us take it is 2 lakh rupees, and the total of the debit side is 1,50,000 rupees. The balance is 50,000 rupees. That is the profit for the business, and this 50,000 will be shared between A and B in the equal ratio. So you will pay 25,000 to A and 25,000 B. So to profits transferred to partners capital account, and A you will write 25,000 in the inner column, B you will write 25,000 in the outer column, and the total of 50,000 you will write in the outer column. So together you will write outer column. So this is the if the firm earns profit. But if the firm makes loss, what do you mean by that? The total of the debit side is more than the total of credit side. What do you mean by that? Our expenses are more than the receipts. Then suppose we will take our expenses are 2 lakh rupees and the total income is only 1,20,000 rupees. So 80,000 is a deficiency, and that is loss for the business. So that loss has to be borne by the partners only equally. We have taken it is equally, no. So A will be getting, A has to pay 40,000 from his capital, and B has to pay another 40,000 from his capital. So that is by loss transferred to partners capital. Below you will write A and B 40,000, and that will tally. Like that we will prepare profit and loss appropriation account from the business point of view. What is the rule we are going to follow? We are going to follow nominal account principle from the angle of firm. If the firm gets any income, then we credit. If the firm makes any expenses, then we give a debit to the partners. Now we will take a short break, and after the break we will start with how to prepare the partners capital account. we will continue with partners capital account. See, the people, we will prepare partners capital account under two methods. The first method is fixed capital method and the second method is fluctuating capital method. What is fixed capital method? Fixed capital method means we will prepare two accounts, namely partners capital account and partners current account. In the partners capital account, we will bring all the partners only the capital. What is the capital? Suppose A and B are contributing, or the partners, they are contributing 1 lakh and 2 lakh respectively. Then we will take and write only this 1 lakh rupees. If there is any permanent withdrawal, we will enter that in the credit side, in the debit side, and if there is any additional capital contributed by A, then A or B, then that will be entered in the credit side of the partners capital account. We are going to follow the same nominal account principle for the partners capital account from the angle of partners. What is the nominal account principle? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. If a partner may spend something, or if the partner incurs any losses, then you will debit them. If the partner gets any income from the business, or if he is making any profit, then we will enter them in the credit side. So, the same procedure we are going to follow for the partners, for maintaining the partners capital account. In the fixed capital account, we will prepare only, we will take only what is the partners capital, we will bring every year, we will continue with the same capital, and if there is any additional capital contributed by any partner, then that will be entered in the credit side, and if there is any permanent withdrawal, that will be entered in the debit side of the partners capital. Otherwise, this fixed capital, partners capital account will not change. Then what you will do with the adjustments? What may be the adjustments? The adjustments may be salaries received, commission received, fees received, profits transferred from the business. All these adjustments we will take to the current account. We will prepare one more account called current account. So, that will be taken to the current account. And if you are following fluctuating capital method, we will prepare only one account called partners capital account. In this account only, we will bring the partners capital from the balance sheet, and if any additional capital is contributed, that will be entered. If any withdrawal has happened, that will be entered, and any adjustments like interest on capital, salary, commission, and all those things will also be entered in the partners capital itself. So, that is the difference between fixed capital method and fluctuating capital method. Now, we will discuss them in detail. Change in capital. So, as I discussed already, the balance in the capital account remained unchanged unless there is any addition or withdrawal to the capital. I have already explained about this. If the partner contribute any additional capital, then that will be entered in the partner's capital account. Otherwise, they do not do anything with the partner's capital account. And if the partner permanently withdraw any money from the business, then that will also be entered. Otherwise, they will not touch the partner's capital account. But in case of fluctuating capital method, the capital account will keep on changing. Why it is changing? Because we are making all the adjustments in the partner's capital account itself. And the second one is number of accounts. As I already explained, in fixed capital method, we prepare partner's capital account and partner's current account. So, we will prepare two accounts in the fixed capital method. But in fluctuating capital method, we prepare only one account called partner's capital account. And the next one, adjustments. You know what are the adjustments? The adjustments may be salary received from the partner. See, all the adjustments relating to drawings. If the partner withdraw money, then that will be made in the current account. And interest on capital, if the partner gets interest for the capital contributed by them, then that will be entered in the current account. If he takes any withdrawal and for that he pays interest, that will be entered as interest on drawings in the partner's current account. Salary, if he receives salary, commission, and all those things, if you are receiving from the business, then all those will be these are called adjustments, and these adjustments will be entered in the partner's current account. But what will happen to the fluctuating capital method? We enter everything in the same account called partner's capital account. And the last one, balance is in the capital account. So, in the capital account, the balance will not change unless there is any permanent withdrawal or any additional capital. We will make all, what is the reason? The reason is we prepare all the adjustments in a new account called current account. But in this fluctuating capital method, the account may show credit balance or debit balance. Why? Because the adjustments are made in the same account itself, that is partners capital account. Thus, this is the difference between partners fixed capital method or partners fluctuating capital method. What is that? In the fixed capital method, we follow two accounts, namely partners capital account and partners current account. But in the fluctuating capital account method, we will prepare only one account called partners capital account. We will take a short break and see the accounting procedure how to do it after the break. We will prepare now, we will learn how to prepare partners capital account. The first method is fixed capital method. We will, in the fixed capital method, we have to prepare two accounts called partners capital account and partners current account. First, how to prepare partners capital account. As usual, we will have debit side and credit side, and we will open the particulars and the partner name I have specified as partner A and B, and below that we have to write what is the amount they are spending or what is the amount they are getting. As I have explained that how to prepare the what rule we are going to follow. We are going to follow nominal account principle, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So, whatever the first capital, whatever they have initially whatever they have invested in the business, that will come years together, the same amount will be continuing. Suppose Mr. A has invested 1 lakh rupees initially some 5 years before, and B has invested 2 lakh rupees initially some 5 years before. That will be brought as by balance brought down, because we are bringing that from the last year. So, 1 lakh and 2 lakh we will enter. In case this year Mr. A has invested some additional investment of 5 lakh rupees, then that will be entered by additional capital introduced or by cash. We will say that by cash. How he will bring? He will only by cash or by bank. So, that 5 lakh you will enter as by additional capital introduced or by cash, and write that as 5 lakh, and B, suppose we will take it is again 2 lakh, then 5 lakh and 2 lakh we will enter. If the additional capital is not at all introduced, then we will not enter that only here in the partner's capital account. In the same way, if the partner wants to withdraw some money from the business permanently, he will not again put back that money, then that will be taken to the debit side. So, two drawings, that amount you will enter that maybe 1 lakh A is withdrawing, then you will write that 1 lakh here, and B is withdrawing 25,000, then you will write that 25,000. Then find the difference, make the total and get the difference. The difference is the balance carried down it will be taken to the balance sheet. And now, after preparing the partner's capital account, we have to prepare partner's current account in the under the fixed capital method. So, as I have already explained, what we have to do, we have to write the particulars and the partner's name. I have taken A as one partner and B as another partner. So, the partner's name and debit side and credit side. As usual, debit all the expenses and losses, credit all the incomes and gains from the angle of partners. So, first we will take the balance brought down from the previous year's balance sheet. What is the balance? Current account balance of the partner you will bring here, and then what are all the income we will receive, the partner is receiving from the business, that we enter in the credit side. What is that? Interest on capital. If the business pay any interest on capital, then that we will take what is to A and what is to B. We will take Mr. A has contributed 1 lakh rupees as capital, then they are getting 10% as interest, and B has contributed 2 lakh as capital, and same 10% interest means under A you will write 10,000 rupees and under B we will write 20,000 rupees. And the second item, by interest on loan. What is this? The loan lent by the partners, for that they may take interest from the business. Suppose A has contributed, say has given loan for a amount of 5 lakh rupees and they put that in the deed that A has to take 10% interest, then by interest on loan under A we will write 50,000 rupees, and B has not given any loan means we will put nil for B. And the next one, by salary, whatever the salary the firm is paying to the A, then that will A and B, that we will enter in the credit side of the partner's current account. And the next one, commission, as I have explained that in the profit and loss appropriation account, whatever the commission for the sales made by the partners, maybe A and B, whatever they are getting, then you have to enter that by commission, because it is income for the partner from the business. So, whatever the A is receiving you will enter, and B is receiving you will enter under B. The same way, any other fees or remuneration, in the name anything, so advisory fees or audit fees, something the partner may, for special consultancy fees, something they may require, they may get from the business, that we will enter under A. If A is receiving, under A we will enter, and if B is receiving, under B we will enter. Then whatever the business for the business the A is spending, or for the business A is paying, then that will enter in the debit side, because debit all expenses and losses, we will enter all the expenses from the angle of partner. So, if the current account balance is a credit balance, debit balance of last year, then we will enter the two balance brought down A and B, because A have to contribute again for the current account. They have taken more from the business and they only should contribute to the business. So, that we are bringing that from the last year. And the next one, two drawings. If A and B regularly, the main feature of partnership business is regularly the partners will withdraw certain amount from the business for their personal use. So, those drawings you will put together, you will calculate for the whole year and enter that as two drawings, and whatever the withdrawals made by A and B we will enter under them. And the next one, for this drawing they have to pay interest to the business. Maybe suppose A in total has withdrawn 10,000 or 1 lakh rupees, and B had withdrawn 2 lakh rupees, and on that if the business take 5% interest, then A will pay 50,000 rupees and B will pay 5,000 rupees, and B will pay 10,000 rupees as interest on drawings. This will be entered because it is the expense for the partners towards the firm. So, you will enter that in the debit side. And the last item is by to profit and loss appropriation account. This is if the business makes loss, and that loss has to be borne by the partners in the profit sharing ratio, that we have dealt in the profit and loss appropriation account. If the loss is there and that is distributed to the partners, then that will be entered here as to profit and loss appropriation account. And if it is a profit for the business and that is shared among the partners, then it is by profit and loss appropriation account, because we are bringing them from the profit and loss appropriation account to the partners capital account. That profit we will enter, and we will find the balancing figure. We will put the total of credit side total, and if the credit side total is more than the debit side total, we will enter that as a to balance carry down as a balancing figure and put the total. So, this is the way we have to prepare partners current account under fixed capital method. Now, let us continue with partners fluctuating capital method. Under this fluctuating capital method, we will prepare only one account called partners capital account. What we will do here, we will take all the adjustments into one account. We also bring the partners capital, whatever initial capital they have contributed, whatever additional capital they have contributed, whatever permanent withdrawals they have done or regular withdrawals they have done, everything we will put together in one account called partners current account under fluctuating capital method. We will discuss by balance brought down is the initial capital contributed by the partner. So, from the last year's balance sheet you bring down here. Then by bank is the additional capital contributed by the partner, that you bring under A, if he has contributed 50,000 rupees, bring that, write that, and B, if he has contributed 75,000 rupees, then you write that. Then by interest on capital, as usual, whatever the income the partner is getting from the firm, that you are entering that as by interest on capital. For the capital they contributed, we take the interest. Then by interest on loan, if they lent any loan, for that they get the interest from the business. So, that is by interest on loan, that is income. So, you enter that in the credit credit side. By salary, fees, commission, everything we will enter because they are all profits for the partners. So, you enter them under them in the credit side, and in the debit side 2 drawings. If they withdraw any money regularly from the business, that we have to enter that in the debit side because we have to contribute, the partners have to contribute back to the business. That is why you take that as 2 drawings in the debit side, and they have to pay interest on these drawings, that you enter that as interest on drawings, and if the loss, then that loss you enter that in the debit side, if profit you enter that in the credit side, and find the difference, first make the total. If the receipt side is more than the, if the income is more than the expenses, then the difference is the balance that will be entered in the debit side. This will be taken to the balance sheet. Like that we prepare partners fluctuating capital method. As today we discussed with the preparation of profit and loss appropriation account and what is the difference between fixed capital method and fluctuating capital method, and how to prepare fixed capital method and how to prepare fluctuating capital method. Tomorrow we will take up with the problem and solve them. Thank you.